Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames. If you're new, please subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notification bell and join the family. While you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up and help your girl out. In this video, we're going to talk about Kim Kardashian getting shifted down in her own SKKY company after she has failed to raise $1 billion for funding as she had promised. Now, Kim Kardashian has fell short of that goal miserably. She wasn't even able to raise 25% of that. And what this is proving is that without a mastermind or a genius like Emma Grade or a Kanye West behind her, she is not able to pull success on her own. Take, for example, her current makeup brand. If people don't mention that she has makeup going on, you can definitely tell that you guys would not remember it. And as such, it proves that Kim's brand is as trashy as that Santa Baby video that she did, in which she faced major backlash for. In case you haven't seen my video on that, please do check it out. Now, many of you guys have said, stop giving the girl advice, Star, because after you told her to release that video, she did, not the video, but the song. Back up a second. Back up a bit. I told her to release a song. I did not suggest that video. I said, girl, release the song. It was good. It wasn't the best, but it was good. And people do like the voicing of it, but they don't like the video. And the video is why she's facing major backlash. So let's back up. You guys have told me, stop giving them suggestions. And this is not the first time I've said something and Kim has done it. I've been saying it for the past 2 to 3 years. Some people thought that I was just wilding, but to the people who have been keeping up with my channel, they can attest to the fact that I've said things, I've suggested things, and we could literally see them doing it after. And it's not that I'm a psychic. No, they're following us. We can literally tell they're following us. Okay. Now, back to the meat of the matter, right? If you guys remember, over a year ago, Kim Kardashian found SKKY. Now, this was said to be a company wherein they would, buy out other small companies and assist them financially, and they would just get a fraction of those little small companies. So in other words, she created this private equity firm, and in the promise or the mission that she had, it was to raise $1 billion for the company. Now, Kim Kardashian, she has failed the mark. She has failed the target, and it has caused a domino ripple effect. The reason why I said this is because after the Kim Kardashian released that Santa Baby video, we saw her doing a TikTok video of North. Little Northy was in a mini skirt, and the skirt was really mini. A few blog sites had shared the videos, and people were in the comment section saying that Kim thirst trap video did not work in her favor, so now she's pimping her little girl, which gives a sense that something is being lost in the background and she's trying to make up for it, because now she's pimping the little girl exactly as her mom, Kris Jenner, pimped her. When I saw those comments, I said to myself, sometimes it seems as though social media is reaching, but then give it some time to settle in and season, and you'll see literally what they're talking about, and now you can see it. It's as though she's like, okay, that failed. I have to move on to something. Let me build up this. Then I launch this. Then I announce this. Then I do this. Sorry, because these are the things that Kim Kardashian literally does consistently. She does it on a repeated basis. Now, also, I must say that there are times when people shift down in their own companies, and it is for the betterment of their own personal branding. We've seen this with Rihanna. Remember when she stepped down as a CEO of Fenty Beauty, and it was said is because she wanted to spend more time with her family. But what we saw is that Rihanna gained more brand deal, more partnership. She had the J'adore, she has Puma going on, and quite a few other. So shifting down sometimes, or shifting position, it actually gives you the flexibility to do more as a personal brand, and that will trigger a ripple effect in a positive sense, or trickle onto your other investments in business because people look at you as lucrative for business. People look at you as being highly marketable. People look at you as being able to sell anything. And as such, it proven to be really good for Riri. But Kim Kardashian is not a Riri because while Riri has sold sex in her music and fashion that we've seen repeatedly, Kim not just only sells sex, she sells cheap trash. There's a difference between, selling sex on a low end and on a high level. Rihanna sells sex on a high level. Kim does it on a low end, mediocre. She keeps bringing back people to the reminder, hey, I have a sex tape with Ray J. And I've said this before. I've said she thinks that this strategy is going to be able to hold her up and carry her through the end. And it's not going to work because one thing the men have said who have been, discussing Kim Kardashian. And I'm talking about the men who have been, talking about it from a respectful perspective. They're saying that Ye has worked years to build Kim's image, reputation, and likeness on a cleaner version. And even though when they were together, Kim would show a lot of skin, it was sexy. It was still clean. It was still good. But the moment that Ye left, she went ahead and she, was hobnobbing and canoodling with Pete Davidson. And they both made each other so undateable. It's as though when the media talks about them, it's hardly any good. It's always something trashy, messy. Kim then moved on to Odell Beckham Jr. And we know that wasn't real and she didn't want to be a home wrecker. Kim doesn't think short term. Kim doesn't think long term, I should say. Based on what we're seeing, we could be wrong, but it gives a sense that she thinks about things short term, quickly. She doesn't think about quality. She thinks about, let's do this now. Let's get on it. We have to get on it. While Ye might be slow paced, but he knows how to capture people. He spends time to study the market, analyze the people. And that's the thing. Kim left Ye because she saw Ye as a liability. She didn't see Ye as an asset because Ye was a free thinker. He was a free speaker. But irrespective of the fact that Ye is a free thinker, he's a free speaker, Ye knows how to ruffle feathers and he knows how to bring back the energy to him. And that is a talent that only a few people truly possess. Kim is not one of those people. So as such, she always is playing this kiss ass game. And after a period of time, it becomes fake. It becomes so unreal. Like people start looking at you to say, what are you up to? What are you hiding? What is it that you're really doing? But with Ye, people knows that when he stands out and sees something and when he brings back the energy, it is going to be good. Kim doesn't have the same effect. So you can literally tell that the Kylie Jenner business, the success that it has garnered over the years, it's partially attributed to Ye being in that family, not just, being there. He directed them on how to dress, how to style their hair. And it made them more likable because they were more relatable at that point. But they saw Ye as low down and dirty. And they wanted to get him out of there because they have leveled up with Jeff Bezos and, Elon Musk, and they have made it and they rang that bell because they believe that they have made it. And Ye was just too dirty for the brand. But one thing that they weren't inside of is that they're like pigs. They have the swine behavior. Ye took them out of the mud, but the mud was still inside of them because irrespective of the fact that they have made amazing connections, they still could not level up mentally nor strategically, right? They might have leveled up financially, but if you don't have the essence to go with that, if you don't have the energy to go with that, you're going to slowly get pulled down. And don't be surprised if you see Bezos and everyone slowly pulling themselves away from the family because no one wants to ride on a partner of on a sinking ship with people who just are not getting it or can't get it right. But I want to dive into this report so as to give you guys some more information about exactly how much Kim was able to raise the time span and how they really made things easy for her to raise that $1 billion, but she could not do it. We even forgot about her and that. Now they're saying Kim Kardashian, private equity firm Skky Partners, has struggled to land funding, raising just a fraction of its $1 billion goal, according to a federal securities filings. The reality TV star turned mogul who launched the private equity firm with former Carlyle Group executive Jay Sammons more than a year ago has scored just $121 million in capital commitment as of late March, the filing shows. So she was to raise $1 billion. She only raised $121, not even $250 million. Now they're saying that included nearly $80 million structured as special purpose vehicle for a minority investment in Truff, a maker of truffle-infused hot sauces that is said to have been valued at around $250 million, Axios reported. It's unclear what companies have dished out dough to Sky, which has been officially raising money via rolling closes as of March 2023 without a formal ending date on the first date funding round, according to Axios. Now, I want to tell you guys a little bit about what rolling closes are. So it's an investment strategy that they use for investors whenever they're raising funds, right? So basically, just to give you guys like the long and short of it. So this means that they leave a window of opportunity for people to invest in the company. Normally you would have a close off, like you'd say for the financial year of March 2023 to April 2024. Now, they did not have a closing window, so it would provide more opportunity for them to receive some of the money to raise and start using it to grow the business. So that's what a rolling close is. So they're saying that, they have been raising money via rolling close. So it says an open door, come in, and they started doing this on March 2023 without a formal end date on the first time funding round. So they were like, door open, come in, all the investors come in, no cutoff date, no deadline. And that would just give people the opportunity to just swarm through the door and say, I have $1, I have $5, I have $10, right? But even when they did this, it still did not bring in the investors that they were anticipated. Now it says anonymous sources told Axios that SKKY potentially raised more than $120 million reported in the federal securities filing, though the Boston-based firm remains far from its fundraising goals. They're saying, even though we're saying it's 121, it could be more than that. But if it's more than that, it is still far from their fundraising goal. Now they're saying representative for SKKY did not immediately respond to the Post request for comment. During its pre-marketing stages, SKKY reportedly had its sight set on investing in consumer and media companies. Many onlookers anticipated that those companies would be brands promoted by Kardashian. However, the 43-year-old made it clear that her role will be more of a traditional private equity advisor rather than a brand ambassador, according to Axios. She should have stuck to the brand ambassador role. She could have really bring in investors and she could have really revived companies. And then people would want to invest in her to say, you know what, Kim is promoting. If she does a post, people are going to follow it. So, she was selfish and the selfishness did not work out for her. Now they're saying Kardashian, whose stake in SKKY is partially held by a vehicle called Favorite Daughter Inc., right? So that's where most of her money is, has set the firm up with a strong team, though investors can't do much until they have more money to work with, Axios reported. In August, for example, Kardashian, who also owns 4 billion shapewear brand Skims, hired former Apple retail boss Angela Arendt to serve as SKKY's senior operating advisor. Now, guys, they're saying in the role, 63-year-old Arendt is focused on making investments across consumer products, e-commerce, media, and entertainment. As we continue to expand SKKY Partners and focus on identifying strategic investment opportunities for the firm, it was a perfect time to have Angela join us, Kardashian said in a statement on the hire at the time after SKKY first launched in late 2022. Now, they're saying that that's it. That's all. um, end of that report. Now, it is said that because they're not really taking on retail businesses, that's why it has failed. And that's not necessarily true because okay, let's take retail businesses out of the equation. Not even the people in Kim Kardashian's corner takes her seriously. Even Jeff Bezos, they're all using Kim for the huge following that they have, for popularity, for clout, and some attention. The moment that Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez has gotten enough from Kim Kardashian, they're gonna, keep them on the low, hi, wave to them in the distance. We may occasionally see them, but that's gonna be it. No one takes this little girl, Kimmy Cakes, seriously. And you cannot blame them because Kimmy Cakes doesn't take herself seriously. Is this the end of SKKY? Not for now. If they're able to get the investors and raise the funding, they may have a shot. But if they don't do so, we're going to hear the ending of SKKY coming the next 9 months. That's what I can see right here. Now, guys, this is all I really have to share about that for this video. Let me know what are your thoughts while you're at it. Remember, thumbs up, share, stay safe, and see you guys in the comment section where we can elaborate some more on this. Peace.